Hello everybody, Corey here. It is Saturday, I think. Yeah, it's Saturday, June 1st, but I'm going to do the daily holdings and trades. I'm going to do the daily roundup for the single stock ETFs in this video for May 31st. We just got to Nashville and in our hotel room, so I figure if I don't do these videos now, they won't get done. So anyway, just a reminder, I'm not a qualified licensed investment or financial advisor, and I'm here just to gather data and present it to you. YieldMax ETFs are extremely risky. Please make sure you understand the risk in these and have done your due diligence before investing in them. All right, so if we go over here, let me zoom out just a little bit here. We can see we had trades on every single ticker here. So I'm not going to read off all of these. I will say Zomo is the only one that actually has a loss of money, which is $157,000. Coney brought in $9 million. Misty brought in $3 million. Everybody else was less than $1 million. Oh, sorry, Tesla brought in $7 million for total. But you can pause this or screenshot this so you can see all the data here. So I'm going to keep going, and then we have the net assets and the outstanding shares for all of the stocks here. So again, feel free to pause. And then we have the current stock price with the NAV and the change between those if you want to see that data. And then we get to the prices. So we have the Thursday close and Friday close, the difference between those two in dollar amounts and percentages here. If we look for any out of the norms or anything over or under 1%, we have AIYY went up 2, Dizzo went up 2, JPMO is up 2% also. That's pretty much it there as far as downs. We have AMSI was down 2%, Coney was down 4%, Murni was down 6%, Misty down 2%, and Squee was down 2%. Everybody else with it was within 1%. All right. If we move over to the underline, I guess I didn't copy the IV stuff, and it's probably not going to load while we're on this screen. But so this is the underlying data here. We had AI was up 4% due to earnings. Amazon down 2, Coin down 4. Disney was up 2, JPMO up 2, Moderna down 6%, and then Zomo was up 3%. And if we hide this, we can look to see our differences between the changes, and everything except for one was, within 1%, and the one that was the outlier was Zomo. Or Exxon, so ExxonMobil was up 3% and Zomo was only up 1%, so Zomo was 2% better. And then I guess I didn't update. I'm confused. 20 minus 7 is not 7. But it's saying 20 minus B27, which is 7 is 7. Okay, whatever. Anyway, 7 of the YieldMax stocks did better than the underlying, which were Phoebe, GDXY, JPMO, Nestle, NVIDIA, OARC, and Tesla. And then outside of those, the other 13, the underlying did better than the YieldMax. We can see at the bottom that the S&P was up 0.8%, but the NASDAQ was down 0.01%. All right, if we move on over here, I glanced at this yesterday when I did these, but I don't remember. Let's look. Okay, AIYY. So I don't know if this was yesterday or the day before. Actually, I remember logging it in here, but I don't remember ever telling y'all. Now that I say that, probably because I didn't do Thursday videos, which is the first time ever. But I didn't do it because I ended up, I think it was Thursday, I ended up doing the estimate video, and I never got around to this one. So might have done that Thursday. But anyway, AIYY had recovered after earnings, which was on the 19th day of trading, meaning it recovered its dividend. So its dividend, we can see at the top there on May 3rd, which is a day before ex-dividend date. They closed at 12.62, and then Friday they were at 13.23, and we can see the difference between those two numbers is we're up 61 cents, and the dividend was only 41 cents. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that math is right there, but yeah. This math, though, I don't know. Now I'm questioning, maybe I don't remember what my formulas were. Let's look. I might have went too far. I did. I feel like there's no way for me to go back and look. I'm going to have to look at this because then this is based on that. I'll have to look at this. I'm not sure. I don't think anything got changed, but I don't know. Maybe I just can't wrap my head around it this time. I was sleeping in the car on the way here, but I'll look at it later. But anyway, it has recovered its dividend amount. I can't say that this is correct because I don't know, this is irritating now. When I scroll, there's so many tabs, it's hard to tell. All right, okay, I see. So let's go back. So what it's saying, clearly, I'm not thinking straight, because it is $1.02, because it is $12.62. The difference between those two numbers making 61 cents, but that stock also dropped by the last distribution amount of 41 cents, which is why it's $1.02. So sorry about that. I don't know what I was freaking thinking here. But yeah, that's the only new one that had recovered there at the top. And then of course I did the how many days do they recover, and of course I don't know. I thought about it the other day and I didn't write it down, and I should have, but I was thinking about doing, well, how many actually recover and stay recovered, because we're just looking at how many days it took them to initially to recover, but are they fully, a lot of these, yeah, they recover, but then, they may go back under. In this case, we have MSFO, for an example. It recovered after 5 days, but now it's showing only recovering 74% as of today, which we're like 20 or so days in. So I don't know. I had a thought about it, and then I don't know if I dismissed it because then I decided no, it wasn't needed. I don't know. But anyway, that's the thoughts I had the other day on that. And then anyway, we have our max strike prices for the short calls and puts here. At the end of the day, AIYY was already over its max, which it only had one, so it was over its strike price. JPMO is also over its strike price, which is weird. Well, the whole stock market went up at the very end. But yeah, the last time I'd seen it was under 200, and then Zomo was over both of its strike prices as well. And then in the columns A, O, and AP, that's just to show you how it affects the stock. So, for example, AIYY, it's over its strike price, and it's stating that the value of this short call is a negative 42 cents a share. So anyway, we'll move on over here to our synthetic positions. We want to be above our synthetic strike prices, but it looks like because we keep going negative that most of these are under their strike prices now. Even though we did come up some, I guess at the end on Friday it wasn't enough for these, probably because they were already down significantly. So this again is the dollar amount that they're underneath the strike prices, and then the percentage, and then how that affects the stock price, and with the blue columns AY and AZ there. So which one's the worst one? So the worst one is Murney. So we can see they have a strike price of 160. They're underneath that strike price by $17.44. So they're underneath at 11%, which is causing the stock price to be down $2.22 or 12%. And these over here are my data checks, and then that just shows that there's an issue with squee. I don't know if it was a typo or if they actually made wrong trades. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the roundup. I'll go through and do the trades and holdings in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.